Here we go then, guys, with some first gameplay of F1 Manager 24, which, by the way, is releasing on the 23rd of July. We finally got the release date for it, so thank you to Frontier for giving me such early access. But today, we're going to be concentrating on the new Creator Team mode. And I tell you what, I'll tell you straight away, they've done a really good job on it. We're going to do a deep dive here into everything it's got to offer. Let's get into it. All right, so the first thing we're going to do is we'll look through the brand new Creator Team option. So that's, of course, completely brand new this year. We've never had that before in F1 Manager, and that's a huge part of the game. So obviously the first thing to do is name your team. That's nice and easy. But interestingly, they've added origins. Rather than just kind of jumping in and you've got a set place you start, and of course from there you can still choose your drivers and stuff. They've actually got like almost like a background story of sort of what's led you to this point. You can see how there's kind of different varieties, and this is really what it's affecting down here, I believe, just the quality down there. So obviously the first one is just free allocation. Then the second one, as you can see, is kind of like hungry, but like actually not that good. The third one was obviously the technical one, so the car is going to be incredible, staff is going to be incredible, drivers met, facilities not good. Phoenix Rising, so again, facilities incredible, so presumably this is probably, yeah, once a dominant force, exactly what I was going to predict it was, but drivers, staff, car in particular, not great. Then you've got the Industry Giant as well, so drivers and staff, incredible, car pretty decent, facilities pretty decent as well, so like pretty solid starting position. Then you've got an Automotive Legacy one, which is presumably just like an old, yeah, luxury and power and automotive world. So it's like an old style car manufacturer. So everything is kind of bang in the middle. I really like that. So like there's straight away there's six, I mean they could have done one or two or three, right? There's 6 different origins. So straight away you won't have, assuming you choose a different origin, you won't have the same career mode as your mates or even content creators. We won't all have the same one because hopefully we'll all choose different ones. I'm just going to go for the first one just so we can see kind of free allocation of everything. In fact, no, I'm not. No, we've been told to do that, but everyone will do that. That's boring. Let's go for one of the more wild ones. Phoenix Rising. So I was once a real strong thing in motorsport, but I'm basically not really very strong anymore. So my facilities are absolutely incredible because I used to be, you know, maybe it's Mercedes if they left the sport for a few years and then came back. So my facilities are incredible, but my car is terrible, my drivers aren't great, and my staff aren't that great either. We'll go for that. What do we reckon? Just classic Gillon racing. Just Gillon racing. That'll do for this. All right. So now this is where we're going to start to go against restrictions, which is why they wanted me to choose the other option, because obviously we haven't got a free choice of driver. You know, in theory, we could choose the option 1. In fact, look, I'll actually test that just so we know. Just so we know. If I did go for option 1, I see. So we can literally. Okay, I understand now. So option 1 is basically a free choice of everything. We could choose our own starting balance. We can choose our own facility levels, our own car performance. This is sort of creating our own scenario, which is even better. That's absolutely awesome. Then we get to drivers where, yeah, now we do have full free choice of the drivers. You saw Max Verstappen there was one of them. There's filters down here as well, which is really useful. All ages, rating, we only want the best drivers. So we can literally choose Verstappen and Hamilton in our team straight off the bat. So that's also that you can start from that point, because I think some people will want to do that. Some people will just want to create a dream team. For now, I'm just going to go back. Option 4. So incredible facilities, but terrible car. Absolutely awful car. You can see at the top here, it's locked certain things. That's the things we went through. I felt like we'll go for Alonso as our real quality driver. And then as second driver, Stoffel Van Dorn? All right. Yeah. Stoffel Van Dorn. Alonso and Stoffel Van Dorn. Bit rogue. Engine has already been chosen for us. Now, this is where things get interesting. Personally, I'm not really into customization, I'll be honest. So I'm not going to go too deep into this stuff. But they have gone mad on customization. I will try and show you what's what. So first, let you pick your team colors. As always, I'm going to go absolutely rogue on the colors. We're going to go for like you know me, I love my wild colors. So we'll go with that. You can, I believe, massively customize your livery. So you can see you've got a lot of presets. That's pretty bad. I'll go with this. I'll go with this. Wheels? Oh, that's cool. Full on customized wheel covers. Okay, didn't expect that. So maybe matte paint. Yeah, go for matte paint. Solid paint color. Horizontal gradient. Oh, I see. And that's, of course, just for that one color. Look, you can each color you can customize itself as well. So that's my primary, secondary, tertiary. Awesome. Okay, so this is just color customization so far then, really. I'll leave it on solid for now. We'll go with purple. Sure, fine, whatever. 40 car livery slots. That's wicked. That's so good. Driver suit. I presume this would be similar. Really nice. Really good. Our logo. Now, this is where things get pretty gnarly. So we can very much customize the logo. So we'll add a lovely dragon on top. Give it our, I don't know, purple color. And then we'll make it a little bit smaller. I mean, don't get me wrong. I know it's an ugly logo. But just look what you can do. They have gone absolutely in. Okay, fonts. So you can actually do lettering. I mean, that's dangerous. People will do all types of interesting things. Boom. What a logo. What a logo. But hey, as I said, it's not really for me. That'll do. Let's move on. Career difficulty. Now, car development, consistent car development projects will be required to develop your car, yada, yada, yada. Cool, yes. Race, hard, yeah, sure. We'll go for the hardest options. That's probably not what I'll go for. And there you go. That's our team set up. They haven't done any half measures. I mean, they could have very easily just gone 11th team, give it a name, job done. The origin system, I absolutely love. The customization, they've done a very good job. I know people are like, oh, I wish I could customize the livery just like I can customize the logo. I understand, but whatever. They have done a good job on it. Hats off to them. Hey there, welcome to the team. We're excited to have you joining us. I'm your personnel officer. 58.7, cool, let's do it. So here's the new screen. Now, I will say, from what I've seen already on this game, I feel like they've made a pretty decent step year on year. I didn't play much of 23, to be completely honest, but 22 to 23 wasn't a massive step. 23 to 24, I think they've added a lot more things, and I think we'll get into those in a little while. But yeah, I mean, so we got a kind of customized home screen. Now, big new one is the mentality. That's a whole new system. So it's driver mentality. I think it's just staff mentality, not just driver mentality. It's all staff's mentality. So you see here, mostly neutral. Most people neutral, but there's two people that are also a bit optimistic. If we hover over, we can see that. Our sporting director and our race engineer, both optimistic. Everyone else is kind of waiting to make up their mind. So that's our overall mentality. But if you go into full report, you see exactly what everyone thinks. So Fernando Alonso, for example, we can open him up here. He's really happy with his salary, his performance versus teammate, and his current affinity. He's got no real opinion on the team performance. Team principal, he's not that happy with the car performance or the staff. I guess that's not a surprise. He's Fernando Alonso, so I wonder if we might lose him if we don't build up quick enough. That'd be interesting. Stoffel Van Dorn, on the other hand, obviously not quite as ambitious as Fernando. So he's obviously not happy that he's, in theory, getting beat by his teammate. Obviously, that's a bit of a precursor, I suppose. He's also very unhappy, actually, with performance and staff. I wonder if we signed someone like an F2 driver who'd be like, yeah, I'm fine with it with the performance and staff. But clearly, the biggest issue here, car performance. For every single person, pretty much, barring the optimistic people, say what it does. Yeah, effects. Here we go, effects. Paired race engineer affinity. So that goes down a little bit. The development rate goes up a bit, interestingly, and so does the patience. Oh, it's because overall he's neutral. Okay, fair enough, fair enough. So anyway, that's the hub. Awesome. Really, they've done a really good job on that. Inbox, pretty standard stuff. Calendar, also pretty standard stuff. Yeah, the falling. I mean, to be honest, like for someone like me who's a bit of an F1 sweat, like the calendars, whatever. But I feel like actually for a lot of people who are maybe a bit more casual, this is probably really useful to be able to see the actual calendar. Does it give the actual dates of the races? Yeah, kind of. Yeah, March, okay, kind of. So, I mean, this is obviously the real life calendar, right? So that's cool. They can literally go through every single track. They can go into Suzuka. They can see, I mean, I know this isn't new. I know. But I'm just saying, if you're a bit more of a casual, which I'll go over this because you're probably not if you're watching this. But it is probably quite cool. But for me, yeah, so. Okay, so obviously our car performance is awful. We are about the worst. Yeah, the second car is the worst car in the entire field, bar none. Now, they have tweaked this now. So where previously it did have most of these indicators, it wasn't necessarily that obvious how you adjust them. But now, when you hover over things, so like top speed here, you can see what contributes to top speed. Obviously, that's pretty much everything. A better one is like tyre preservation. So if your tyres are wearing quicker than your rivals and you're wondering why, you can now get a tyre preservation stat, which tells you, well, look, you need a better front wing and a better suspension. Imagine if I had a really good car, but the tyres were just getting murdered and I couldn't figure out why. Well, here, obvious why. So love that. That's definitely a good one. Now, another brand new thing with this year's game, again, they've added quite a bit this year and they've reduced the price, so this is definitely one worth considering, is affiliates. Now, obviously, in real life, you have affiliated drivers. Look at Behrman or Antonelli. You have drivers that are heavily affiliated with the team, Mercedes, Ferrari, whoever it may be. And obviously, then they tend to then nurture them and then sign for the team. They basically added that feature to this. So, Andrea Kimi Antonelli. Okay, so obviously, he currently signed for Mercedes, right? He's in Mercedes. Cannot race in F1 because they're not 18. I love the depth of this game, man. It's absolutely mad. I really feel like if you're a relatively casual fan, this game will teach you a lot about F1. That sort of thing, budget caps and loads of stuff, calendar. Anyway, so obviously this guy is already signed, but he already raced in F2. So it's not like it used to be where you've got a development driver that's their entire job. You know, their reserve driver, whatever you call it. Now, they can also be in F2. That's the point. It's an affiliate. It's not a signed driver. But obviously, you can sign them. I mean, I actually can't propose a contract. Oh, because he can't race. Did I not propose an affiliate contract then? Interesting. Let's try Ollie Behrman then instead. He is 18. Okay, now I can approach a contract. Okay, so bit of a weird one. That might be enough for one. Go away. I'm going to sign him as an affiliate. I can try sign him as a driver, and you can see his appeal instantly go up when I try to do that. But if I just want to sign him as an affiliate, obviously he's heavily affiliated to Ferrari already. Does he like? Yeah, okay. He prefers a long contract. Look, oh, not too long. Salary, that doesn't seem to be affecting him that much. Oh, now it is. Hello. Yes, give him the big money. Give him the big money. See if we can get him. He doesn't want to be an affiliate. I refuse to accept an affiliate position. Yeah, but what if we offer you the big cash monies? What if we're like $3.5 million a year? I mean, look, he's got above the appeal chart. 160 grand up front. Come on, Ollie. He's adamant. Replace Fernando Alonso. Yeah, get him gone. Anyway, we have actually already got some affiliates. Here we go. So when they're affiliated to you, so obviously you can see the stats as normal. That's not different. Mentality, we've been over that system already. You can affect their development while they do other things. So previously it was really hard to build up a reserve driver because, you know, you put them in for as much practice as you could, but they were just really slow to build up. Now, because they're not, you know, really driving for your team, you can go, well, look, concentrate on this thing, because obviously we might find someone that's maybe got really good, I don't know, whatever, and he's got terrible racecraft. We tell him to concentrate on his racecraft, wheel to wheel. There you go. Concentrate on that. Contribution of race simulator. There you go. It even tells you what contributes. So if we ever give him a really good simulator, he'll be able to develop quicker. So we have, I don't know, we haven't. Okay, so that replaces the reserve driver system, I believe. Which, again, in my opinion, is a better way of doing it. It's similar, it's just a better way of doing it. Anyway, right, let's move on. So, sponsor negotiation. Here we go. Here's where things get interesting. So, we're about to sign a sponsor now. One gives me 3 mil up front, one gives me 23 mil up front. But on race day, this guy gives me 35 mil. So you can see in the bottom right here, these little icons tell you what they concentrate on. So this obviously means they concentrate on you up front. This means they concentrate on race day. This means they concentrate on engagement, which is interesting. I think I like the idea of race day. Oh, they've got stars though. Apparently this one's better. I guess to be fair, 20 mil per engagement plus 60 mil up front and 5 mil on race day. That is pretty good. Okay, and then additional sponsors. I mean, we're just going to, I mean, oh, facility effectiveness goes down. Anyway, look, we're just going to select a few here, whatever. You know, you can have a flip through these yourself when you access the game. No, the overall sponsor package, 28 mil up front, 29 mil per engagement, plus 90 mil on race day. So pretty decent. Well, I think it's not on race day, is it? That's race day objective, my bad. Anyway, now where I said previously you can't do massive customization on the livery, you can with your sponsors. So my sponsor there, I can move it about. I can scale it up. Obviously down as well. I can, again, I mean, just the same as the logo customization really. I can rotate it a bit there on the car like that. I can also change the color of it, so I can make it white, which is probably nice. Or can I just custom color? I can do a custom color. I mean, brands definitely don't allow that, but hey, look, we could just white it out. So proper customization logos. Again, I think they will have proper customization of liveries soon. They haven't right now. Anyway, that's cool. So I should mention the part development then, because obviously that's going to be a huge part of the game. So we'll just add a design here. This seems to be largely unchanged year on year. Pretty much same things last year. You choose how many CFD hours you want to use, how many wind tunnel hours you want to use, and that kind of upgrades what it does. And then from there, you can customize each individual bit. That seems to be pretty much the same, but hey, look, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I think that this system always worked quite well, to be honest. Now, again, I'm not sure if this is new this year, but I really like this email. So it's just an intro to Bahrain Grand Prix. But it says, look, it's downforce circuit, it favours high drag reduction. It's probably a bit too late to kind of factor that in. Maybe that'll help you with setup. But below that, it says the safety car chance is 44%. Interesting and helpful. And the average pit lane loss in standard conditions is about 25 seconds. And a safety car is 17. Now, this info was in the game previously. But again, I didn't play that much of last year's game. But I think it was sort of hidden a bit more in this sort of calendar. I mean, look, for example, if I go in the calendar here, I can definitely find that info. Here we go, yes. It's available. It always has been available. It's not new, but I like that you just get an email now, because this email is genuinely useful. I think I would actually read this before every single race. But yeah, clearly there's some differences there with the numbers, but I'm sure that'll be resolved. Then you have your race targets then before you go to the race. This seems to be a little bit simplified on what we've seen previously. See here, 1970. It's just a very intuitive system, to be honest. I felt like before it was maybe a little bit overcomplicated. But now, if we went for the most ambitious, finish 17th for hire with Fernando Alonso, and then we do the same thing for driver 2. We'll say, they only finished 21st, whatever. Job done. Really simple. Gets the job done. With the race, they have got a slightly tweaked simulation setting now. Here we go. You can now simulate straight to the race. So I could simulate all the sessions leading up to the race. Let's just do that just to see what it does. Pretty quick. I can't complain about the speed of that. All right, so what's that resulted in now? Let's see. You were pretty slow. 3 seconds off. 4 seconds off there. Qualifying. We qualified. Presumably there's 22 cars, right? So 22nd, 21st, 20th, and 19th. 19th and 22nd. Good job, guys. If we go to the next screen, we might be able to see the setup. Are they happy with the setup? Okay. 69% to 67%. I would hope it gets to the point where if the staff are really good, that you could simulate and they'd get near 100% setup confidence, because that was the thing that was always holding me back from practice. All right, so what I want to see here is if we actually choose to manage the practice, which is what I like doing. I found it a bit slow because you couldn't skip time that quickly. So I found, again here, I don't know, we'll send them both out. We'll let them do a couple of laps. There is still no option to skip the session. That's a shame. I think almost like it'd be good if they introduced like a mini game where you can like work on the setup without actually needing to sit through practice, because I don't really care about practice. I do though quite enjoy getting a perfect setup. That's quite a satisfied system that they've built. So I feel like if there was some way to extract just like a setup system without needing to sit like, now I'm just sat here, we're just waiting for just some dots to fly around the screen, or maybe just a quicker skip time could maybe work. But here I just basically wait till they got to 5 of 5, want to get to 5 of 5, and then bring them in, and that's basically it. So I wish they improved that. It's not a biggie. You can simulate through practice. It's not a biggie, but just a real niche one for me, Frontier. I would like to be able the ability to do setup while getting through practice a bit quicker. Well, look at that, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed that little deep dive there on the F1 Manager 24 Creator Team mode. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, because we'll have some gameplay content coming up on the channel very, very soon. Some in-race gameplay content where we'll take a look at the new mechanical failures for the first time, which I tell you what, they're spicy. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye-bye.